All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Grill. Toothpick. All right. It ain't what y'all think it is, okay? Toothpick. All right. So get your head out the gutter. All right. Woo-wee. Man, oh man. All right. Friday. Been a busy week. All right. Now I gotta say first, hit the like button, share. I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming and looking at the videos, sharing, commenting, great comments and everything. Man, we had a lot of comments this past week. Excellent. I mean, it's been on point. So great interactions, learning a lot from different people. I put the video out about the rural notaries getting help, man. The rural notaries have been calling me left and right, been leaving some great comments. I'm gonna tell you this rule thing, and we'll talk about it on Fritter Friday some more. You really got to have your stuff together if you're gonna be a rural notary. That's all I can say. If you're gonna be a rural notary, you got to really have your stuff together, and you can't be in this for play. You got to really think about the logistics of it and everything. And sadly, that a lot of these trainers, you know, these people talking about take my course and you can be a notary and make all this money. They don't take any of that into account. So they don't even share the ups and downs and really the downside of being a rural notary and what you have to go through. They just make it seem like there's loan closings and general notary and apostilles everywhere. I don't think too many people living up in the mountains of West Virginia are trying to get documents apostille. I don't think too many people in the mountains of Colorado are trying to go on a destination wedding out of the country. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think too many people in the bayous of Louisiana are trying to, do some kind of exchange student thing going overseas and stuff, so you got to really think about the demographics of the people in your area with regards to this business and the opportunities that people say that exist. They don't all exist everywhere. They exist in certain pockets of places, but not everywhere. New York, California, maybe Texas, some parts of Florida, they probably you can do, the loan closings, a lot of general notary and apostille and estate planning. But who out there, in certain parts of the country are doing estate planning when they got 150 acres, they got survivor's rights already based off of state law. They might not feel the need to do estate planning. So you're pushing that on them and they're looking at you like, nah, I don't trust lawyers anyway. Throwing down on my, not a paid advertisement, YouTube, on my Chick-fil-A hash brown. So going to what am I going to? Loan application, $55. All right, loan application. Remember, loan applications is the start of everything that we do within the mortgage industry. If there's nobody applying for a loan, then guess what? There won't be a closing on anything because you have to apply to find out whether you're credit worthy to get the money that you want. End of story. All right. So take them. Now, man, yesterday was doing good. I was just chilling. And then I made I don't even know if it was my mistake. I don't know what happened, but I was doing a run last night. Everything seemed to be going good. I saw something funky, but I didn't know what the heck it was, so I didn't really think too much of it. Then next thing I know, I finished the run. The lady was in Belize. I finished with her about 7 something last night, and next thing I know, when I downloaded the document so I can get it to the title company, her signature was on there, but nothing that I did was on there. Knows what I'm saying? My signature and my notary stamp was not on that document. I saw myself put it on there. I checked the document 5 times before I got off of .verify. And it wasn't nothing up there. I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. This ain't right. Now, with .verify, they put a statement on there underneath your notarial stamp that said this notarization was done electronically. Now, that little statement was there, but the stamp wasn't. So the only thing that I could conclude at the end, got to get my address up here for my GPS. The only thing that I can conclude is that somewhere along the line, I guess I had a weak internet connection for some time. And at the beginning, there was this amber light on my webcam. And I was like, that's weird. I never seen that before because it always green. But my video was up. She could see me, talking through my book. Everything seemed to be working. So I'm like, why is this thing orange? I said, I ain't got time to try to figure it out. Go through it, and then next thing I know, it turns green. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess everything's cool. But at the end of the signing, after she got off and I was checking the documents again, there was a little note up there that said, you got weak internet connection, such as. I'm like, still didn't think too much of it until I pulled the document up and none of my notarizations was on there for as the physical stamp or my signature, but hers was. So I did a quick check, uploaded some stuff again, ran a quick check on it. It was there. So after I thought about it, I said, you know what? That's probably what it was because of that weak internet connection on .verify. And see, I don't know if it was coming from .verify to me or me to .verify. I just know it was a weak internet connection, and that's probably what caused it, and everything. So that's something that you need to be mindful of with .verify. And I know if the internet connection is weak, sometimes it won't even, start up your camera and things of that nature. So everything got to be, on point. And I just don't know what was going on. And it could have been just on my end and everything. So now I got to go do the loan applications. And we got through it. We got back on and got everything done. I had to do it a second time. So that was my cost on doing it a second time. But I still made a decent money on it. So it was no big deal. And got that sent to them, sent them the invoice. And so now I'm doing that. And then I left my clipboard. Y'all know I use the clear clipboard. I left my clipboard at one of my signers' house. I saw it and I meant to grab it and I forgot. So now I got to go get that. Fortunately, my appointment that I'm doing now is near there. So I said, just set it on the porch and I'll grab it. And yesterday, I get a phone call from a gentleman that he said sometime last year I did a closing for him. For his parents, mom passed and was doing a closing for their house, and he called me up to notarize some paperwork. So that was a quick $30. So the way I can say it, it's official, y'all. This work is just last minute, And see, here's the thing: if you can handle doing last minute general notary work, because a lot of the general notary work is last minute. It's, can you come right now? Why can't you handle loan closings? Because with general notary work, all you're doing is what? Notarizing the signatures on the document. You're not reading through the document. You're not analyzing them and trying to make sure they understand what they're signing. So then why are we doing that with loan closings? What makes a loan closing for a notary pertinent that we have to make sure we understand the documents that the person who we don't know and we have no connection with? Why is it our responsibility? At this point in time, I'm getting this thing at the last minute. I need to make sure they know what they're signing. That's the question that you need to be asking these trainers. And I know the trainers don't like me saying that. I know certain title companies don't like me saying that. But there's a thing called unauthorized practice of law, people. And it's a real thing. It is a very real thing. And y'all can sit here and ha ha all you want. It's a real daggone thing that will get you in trouble and ain't that. Nan one, and that's what we said down south in Jacksonville, Florida. Nan one that's going to step up and look out for you in a court of law. Nan one of them. They're not going to be like, oh, well, the reason why Shaquanda went and notarized that way and did all of that stuff illegal and was sharing stuff because I told her to, and I take full responsibility for her about to go into lockup. That was my fault. I'm the trainer and I did that. No, they're not going to do that. And if they say they are, then I want it in writing and notarized. Matter of fact, I wanted Ron, so that way we got him on video swearing doing an oath saying, I swear that the statement I'm signing to is true, that I will back up Shaquanda, Earl, and Francois if they do something wrong based off of my training. I just got myself in trouble saying that right there. But that's the thing. So it's last minute. Things are coming last minute, same day, same hour, all of that. And you just got to be ready to go. You know, even the run that I did yesterday, I'm at home at 2 o'clock. I get an email that said, we need this closing done today via Ron. Can you assist? I said, can it be done after 6 p.m.? They said yes. I said, I got you. No, I got you. Because if they needed it done by close of business, it was going to be impossible for me to do, because I had a 4 o'clock and I had to print my documents out for my 6 o'clock, scan the rest of my early morning closings and get them shipped off. You know, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to squeeze this in. Plus I had to get the documents prepped and all of that. I was like, there's no way I was going to be able to get that in order to make my 4 o'clock appointment. Then I talked to the lady. She was like, oh, I'm here all day. I'm good. And like I said, she's down in Belize. So I was like, bet. Okay, we'll make this bad boy happen. And we did. Got together about 6 something. Yeah, about 6 something. Or no, 7. I'm sorry, 7. A little bit after 7. We got together a little bit after 7. And we was done fairly quickly. But again, the little internet connection problem that I had, that would throw a monkey wrench in all of that stuff, you know. But again, last minute Ron, and this is why I keep sharing with y'all, and we're gonna talk about that tonight on Freedom Friday. Let's talk about some of the logistics. So y'all remind me to talk about the logistics of being able to do last minute signings. What do y'all think some of the logistics are? And feel free to put it in the comment section, because we really got to work this thing out, y'all. Okay, you don't need to pay somebody $80 or $100 or whatever and sign up in private, you know, clandestine Facebook groups and stuff to learn this stuff. Okay, we can talk about that tonight. And if you got questions about logistics and things of that nature on how to be prepared, feel free to drop them in the comment section here, and then let's talk about them tonight. Because my success really has been because I've been able to pop lock and get out there and do this thing. When they call, I can go. And it don't always mean you got to have printers and scanners with you. Because when I first got started, I didn't have any of that with me. You don't, excuse me, you don't have to have printers and scanners all up in your car and all this, that, and the other in order to deal with last minute closings. All you have to do is make sure that you can get there. And for as the time, like, I want to be there on time. We all want to be wherever we need to be on time. But if they're telling you, like right now, it is 9:52. If somebody came up and told me, hey, we got something that's at 12 o'clock. Okay. Well, right now I can't do it because I got a 12 o'clock already. But let's just use that as an example. I would say, okay, cool. I say, but please be advised, based off of the location where I'm at now, I got to do a signing. I'm about to do an appointment, a notary appointment right now that's going to take probably 45 minutes. And then for me to get back, there's a chance that I might not get there right at 12. Are you okay with that? And if they say, hey, most of the time, you know what they're going to say? Well, coordinate that with the signer. The signing company is going to tell you to coordinate that with the signer. The title company is going to say coordinate with that with the signer. Because if you know you actually have the ability to do it, but you might be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes late, then you let everybody in there know up front. That's part of your logistics, what's going down. And then you call the signers and you let them know, and you give them the logistics of you, like, hey, here's where I'm at. I got to do this, that, and the other. Are you okay with me getting there probably about 12:30-ish? And I always use the ish, about 12:30-ish, and, you know, we get you all taken care of. If that person is off and they like, look, man, when you get here, you get here. Bet. All right, sounds good. Now that right there took a whole bit of pressure off you. Now you can focus and get the thing done. That's what I'm sharing with y'all. You got to be ready to do these last minute signings. But again, part of the reason why you can't is because you're hyper focused on knowing and understanding the documents, and you're worrying about what you're going to say about the documents and how you're going to do the Vanna White and the Kiki Shepard from Showtime at the Apollo. And you just need to make sure that they sign, they date, they initial, and you do your part if applicable. All the rest of the stuff is none of your business. And I believe fully, until notaries accept that for themselves, don't worry about the trainers teaching you that. The trainers aren't going to teach you that because they can't make money doing that. When you accept what this business is for yourself, when you look at the business and say, what is this business really about? What is my role really about? And you operate within that, you're going to be fine. And everybody that I know, especially those who are my channel members, they are doing that. They are going out here and they understand what they're supposed to do as a notary, and they're executing it. And guess what? They are coming along fine. Whether it's a loan mob, whether it's a debt settlement, whether it's a reverse mortgage. Young lady, she got a reverse mortgage. I think she's a channel member. If she is, well, I got a video out there. So she's going to look at the video, and then if she got questions, she'll hit me up and all of that. But a video on reverse mortgages, I'm telling y'all, the information is on my channel. Y'all just got to take the time out and look at it. Because you say, well, tell me about a reverse mortgage, Griff. That would take me over an hour to sit there and tell you that on the phone. And you're not going to remember none of the conversation. None of it. But you look at the video, boom, and it's there. And that's why I said it's not always about sitting in Zoom meetings and group meetings and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you just have to sit there by yourself, reanalyze, and use the beautiful brain that you've been blessed with to say, you know what? Oh, this is what that means. This is what that means. Got it. And stop looking for quick answers. Take your time. Stop looking at the videos, unless that's just how you learn, at 2x. You know, they speed to, I mean, that's how some people, I get it. You're pressed for time. But if you're deaf trying to learn, look at it at normal speed. Listen to what I'm saying. Hit me up with questions about, you know, what I'm saying. If it's truly not clear, not, hey, I heard you say this and I understand what you said, but did you mean what you say? Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. Because if I'm saying something in there, it's like, I heard you say that. I said, okay, so then what? Because if you're asking me about something I said in the video, what I need to know is what makes you doubt what I'm saying? What makes you question that I meant what I said in there? And the reason why is so that way I can make sure that I give you the right answer. If you just say, well, I heard you say that, let me see, what's something? Well, and this is what everybody asks me from time to time, at least 4 times a month. I heard, you know, so you don't explain the documents. More than likely, if a person's asking me that, and most of the ladies ask me that, every now and then a guy asks me, but they'll ask me that, and I'm like, okay, so you saw a video where I said that. Well, yeah, okay, because I saw you say. So if I said that's what I don't do, then help me understand why you don't believe me when I say that. Well, I just want to make sure that's what you meant. And I'm like, why wouldn't I meant it if I said it? And at this point, you're like, I'm not trying to be snarky on anything. It's just, honestly, that's like the red light says stop. Well, do you really mean stop? Yeah, it means stop. You get in front of the judge and you say, well, judge, I mean, I saw, let's just say it's a cop. Well, I saw the cop with their hand up telling me to stop, but you went through anyway. Well, I mean, I didn't know if they meant stop. Well, what do you think that meant? I mean, internationally, it means stop, hold up, back up, stay where you at. So at this point in time, you decided it meant what? It meant proceed with caution. It meant roll on through. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with being asked questions, but a lot of the stuff I try to be as clear as I can in the videos. And I know that it's in the document explaining is the big one, because y'all hear 99% of the people out there say explain the documents. You hear this 1% person, me, that says he doesn't. And then you're trying to figure out whether I'm just saying it for clicks and views and just doing it to be doing it. Let me be clear. I don't explain the documents. I don't sit here and go through the every line item of the daggone CD and alter statement. I don't do that. That is not my role in this. Legally, it is not my role. Can I give a summary of it? Yes, I know what to say about each and every single document during the 5.5 years. I know what to say. But there are times where it's like, nope, I ain't saying anything, because you can tell that person might misconstrue what you're saying. But is that my role? No. And if it is, then I need somebody to legally show me that it's my role, not from a, hey, it's nice, that just be great customer service. To me, great customer service is doing what I'm supposed to be doing correctly, which is notarizing those signatures so that when they submit it to the courthouse, it can get recorded. You can explain all you want, but if you don't do that correctly, that's where the problem comes in at. That is it. And y'all know it. Every title company knows it. Every signing company owner knows it. Every trainer knows it. But the focus for money-making purposes is you need to learn how to explain the documents. So now you're in class trying to figure out how to explain and articulate something on each and every single document. But if you got a general notary, if you got an apostille, you're not trying to explain those. You're not trying to ensure that they understand those. What's the difference? Why is it so important, again, that every single notary out there who's doing loan closings know every aspect of the loan documents? And here's my question. Well, let me get back to it. It knows it knows every aspect, but you don't have to with the other stuff. And here's my thing. I really haven't seen any credible proof that doing all of that has increased anybody's bottom line. I really haven't seen it. And I haven't seen any notaries getting online or any comment section saying, yeah, I took, and you ain't got to say who the training was. I took this training that taught me everything I needed to know about the documents inside and out. And it increased my bottom line financially exponentially, like this, that, or the other. Or I've seen that I've had to use that every time I go out because I'm explaining, because everybody wants me to explain the documents to them, this, that, or the other. I have not seen that as bottom line proof as a result of taking and spending all of this time doing these courses. But what I have seen is that when people know how to notarize, they go out there and do it and they making money. While the rest of y'all are sitting back scared that you're going to make a mistake. Not necessarily for the notary part, but you're going to make a mistake saying something about them documents when you really don't have any confidence about them, which you really shouldn't have to have confidence about them. You're supposed to have confidence about what? The notarization. Bingo. Let me get in here and get this man taken care of. Talk to y'all later. Peace.